Ross Hodge and the West Virginia men's basketball program have done it again. They have flipped Jayden Forsythe, a former Xavier commit. He has now decided to come to Morgantown and play for the West Virginia Mountaineers. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about his game, break down his commitment, and we'll do that right after this word from one of my channel sponsors. Since 1931, the attorneys at Katz, Cantor, Stone Street, and Buckner have been the voice for victims who have suffered serious injury or death. They have a fierce passion for truth and justice and a sincere compassion for those who have been wronged by others. Whether you have been in a car accident or fighting with an insurance company, or you or a loved one has suffered serious injury or death due to medical negligence, we will ensure your voice is heard loud and clear. Katz, Cantor, Stone Street, and Buckner will ensure there is justice for all West Virginians because we are your lawyer, your voice. Visit us at yourlawyeryourvoice.com. What is up, and welcome into this episode of Couz's Corner. Let's jump right into the show. Jayden Forsythe, a four-star commit in the class of 2025, has committed to the West Virginia Mountaineers. Here's an article done over at my site, WVSportsChat.com, by Mr. Brandon Walker. It says 2025 four-star guard Jayden Forsythe commits to WVU Men's basketball. Per On3's Joe Tipton, West Virginia basketball received a commitment from class of 2025 shooting guard Jayden Forsythe. You see Tipton's announcement there. Four-star Jayden Forsythe, a former Xavier signee, has committed to West Virginia. The 6'5 shooting guard is ranked as the number 98 overall prospect in the 2025 class per On3. Article goes on to say Forsythe, 6 feet 5 inches, 190 pounds, chose WVU over Illinois, Northwestern, Penn State, Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, and others. He was previously committed to Xavier until backing out in March due to a coaching change. The Westchester, Pennsylvania prospect made his name on the EYBL circuit, which is the AAU circuit, one of the higher levels actually, making over 40% of three-point attempts. He was rated as a 4-star recruit by 24/7 Sports and a 3-star recruit by Rivals and On3. Forsythe averaged 9.5 points per game, shooting 39% from three while playing for team final at the Peach Jam last summer. How does he fit West Virginia? Forsythe is a bigger, skilled guard who is a solid outside shooter. He is better in spot-up and catch-and-shoot situations than a driver to the basket, but he is a smart player who knows his strengths. A good comparison of his game is former Mountaineer Jonathan Powell. The two have a similar skill set. Ironically, Powell was also a Xavier commit before deciding to play for Darren DeVries at WVU. Forsythe is not likely to start right away, so he will be able to find his footing throughout next season. Forsythe joins Texas forward DJ Thomas from the high school ranks from the 2025 recruiting class. WVU now has 10 newcomers for the 25-26 season and would like to add another point guard. They may also add at least one more big. So you can follow Brandon on all social media platforms at B Walker Daydon. All right. And got to give a little bit of credit there also to Rivals. They were used as a source for this article. West Virginia Rivals, Mr. Keenan Cummings over there, he does great work. But this is just a great pickup for West Virginia. I mean, for them to be able to get a player the caliber of Jayden Forsythe just shows the recruiting ability of Coach Ross Hodge and this staff. They did a fantastic job going out and grabbing this young man. You know, Xavier is a really good program, and for them, you know, for him to commit to them, you know he's a good player. Obviously, the 4-star rating. I watched some of this young man's film, and he is just an absolute knockout three-point shooter. He's just an elite three-point shooter. That's all there is to it. You know, he does have some things to work on. He needs to get better about handling the ball so he can, you know, do a better job and be more consistent scoring around the rim. But, man, as far as his outside shooting, he is absolutely elite. I mean, he has a quick release. He can shoot over people. He can shoot in traffic. He can get open without the basketball. He moves well without the ball. I just love this addition. It's just a great pickup. Anytime you can get somebody who can shoot as well as this guy, it's a good pickup. I mean, we saw what Jonathan Powell was able to do at times from West Virginia. I mean, there were times he was just, you know, nights he was really on, and he was able to score some big buckets for that West Virginia team this past season. I feel like Forsythe will be able to do the same thing. I want to show you another write-up that I found on X. This is an article over at zagsblog.com. It says, 4-star shooting guard Jayden Forsythe chooses West Virginia by Sam Lance. West Virginia and its new head coach, Ross Hodge, have landed one of the best shooters in the 2025 class. 4-star guard Jayden Forsythe has committed to the Mountaineers, he told Zags blog. Here's a quote from Forsythe. It says, "I've built a great relationship with the coaching staff that's composed of a bunch of great people," Forsythe said. "I have everything I need to be successful at the next level." Forsythe, the 6'5", 190-pound guard out of Westtown School and team final AAU program, was originally committed to Xavier. When Sean Miller left for Texas, he reopened his recruitment. Forsythe officially visited West Virginia the first weekend of May, and he's decided on the Mountaineers just a few days later. Last summer on the EYBL circuit, Forsythe was a key contributor for team final. At Peach Jam, playing in the pit, the small forward averaged 9.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist in 10 contests. He shot 25 of 65, which is 38.5% from three-point range. Forsythe will join DeAndre Thomas as part of West Virginia's 2025 class. He also goes by DJ, as in the previous article. Says the Mountaineers have picked up several transfer portal prospects as well, headlined by names like Honor Huff and Trayson Eaglestaff. Another quote from Forsythe: "I'm excited to get to work and compete for a national championship," end quote. So Forsythe thinks that West Virginia has what it takes for him to be successful, and he says he's ready to compete for national championship. That's what I want to hear as a West Virginia fan. Ready to compete for championships. Love to see it. Love to see it. So a great addition. Again, he's a really good shooter. Spot up situations, catch and shoot situations. He can shoot moving laterally as well. So he doesn't have to be. He can shoot. I don't know why that even happened. I wasn't touching anything. Anyway, he can shoot laterally as well. He doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be standing still. Doesn't have to be a catch and shoot. But man, he's just an elite shooter. Like I said, he shoots at several different levels. He has almost endless range. Like I said, compare him to Jonathan Powell. That's a very, very good comparison. And it just so happens they both committed to West Virginia on the same day, 1 year apart, and were both Xavier commits previously. So the story writes itself. It actually writes itself. But I want to know what you think about this commitment of Jayden Forsythe. Do you think this is a big pickup for Ross Hodge and staff? What do you think overall about this recruiting class so far? You know, not only the 2025 class with Forsythe and Thomas, but the transfer portal class as well with Honor Huff, Trayson Eaglestaff, you know, Morris Ugasuk from South Carolina, Brennan Lorient, Jasper Floyd from North Texas, Jackson Fields, so on and so forth. What do you think about this class that Ross Hodge has put together so far? And he's not done. He will likely still add 6 or 7 more guys to this roster. So I want to hear your thoughts. Also want to give a shout out to my other sponsor here, Appalachia Digital. If you're looking for someone to build you a brand new website or help you get found on your current site easier on Google, check them out, appalachiadigital.com/Couz. They were the ones who designed my brand new site, wvsportschat.com, where earlier in the show you saw that article. They did a great job. Happy with their work. Go check them out and thank them for helping me support what I'm doing here on the show. Also, shout out to Elite Scuba and Adventures out of Northern Virginia. If you're looking for someone to teach you to scuba dive or you're looking for someone to take a scuba trip with, go to elitescubaadventures.com and you can check out their site. You can also find them on social media. Get a 5% discount by using Couz code 25. It's COUZ CODE 25. You got a 5% discount off your purchase. They also offer 10% discount for first responders and veterans. So thank them for also helping sponsor the show, elitescubaadventures.com. That being said, also ask that you please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please share it with your family and friends, and please be sure to turn on your notifications so you'll know about future uploads and future live streams. With all that being said, I appreciate you tuning into the show. Hope the rest of your day's top shelf. Q Country Roads.